He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bruins offense will get the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Sweet punt there. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Texas offense will take the field for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Jackson. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up 4th down.
They'll try to get outside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down to the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Texas. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Lost a throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Flores. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires complete on the crosser. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give from the gun. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got it in the middle. It's Parker. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. with the catch. It's Parker. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing runs.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Lacy. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Going right to work up top. Got a man, it's Flores. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Bruins are in the hurry up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tuggle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Bruins line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. Wide open spaces. The 30. The 20. Touchdown Longhorns. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 21 to Notre Dame. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to... Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
The give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Grabs it in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The give on the option. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they got it at the 33. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Steps away. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Bruins have moved it inside the 20. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead. Going into the half, I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Lacy. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The pitch to the left. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football away.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that is run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones. And
lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss, and you get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Pressure coming. Buys a little time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Parker. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to. Catch.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many. Playmakers all over the field.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. Release to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over USC. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Lacey. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incomplete.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. With the catch, it's McCutcheon. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to take off. At midfield, he's got room. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the fourth quarter.
Finds his tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The play-action fake. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sims. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Bruins decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Give him any room to set up a big return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing.
Wide open on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You got the lead here late in the game. You got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after getting...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Throws to the wideout. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage